Hello. This is Nadine Grace. Welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for watching this video. This video is all about spiritual awakening. I made a video about my spiritual awakening experience a couple years ago, but I felt the need to talk about it again because there's a massive awakening going on. A lot of people are waking up to the reality and the truth about who they really are. This pandemic has forced people to go within to seek the answers that, to get the answers that they're seeking. A lot of people have lost their jobs. A lot of people, just have seen things that they've never seen before, because I really didn't even know that I would live long enough to experience the crisis that we're going through. So I wanted to talk about spiritual awakening because there's a lot of people, like I said, who are experiencing they're recognizing that something is different about them and they may not know what it is. So a spiritual awakening is when you wake up to the truth of who you really are, when you wake up to your inner self, to recognizing and realizing that there is no separation, that we're all one, that we're multidimensional beings having a human experience, and that we're creating our own reality. Some people wake up, some people go through the dark night of the soul, kind of waking up, while other people wake up a little gentler. I went through the dark night of the soul where I wasn't sure what was going on with me. I no longer wanted to do the things that I was doing, like watching TV or talking about the same things that I would with friends that I had in the past. I no longer wanted to eat the same food, and I just no longer wanted to do the same things that I was doing. So if you're going through a spiritual awakening, you may notice some signs of, let's say that you're feeling like you just don't connect with the friends that you once connected with. The conversation doesn't do anything for you anymore. You're no longer interested in conversation that is not serving your soul. And if you notice that you are just not in alignment with your old environment or even the friends that you used to hang out with, then that's a big sign that you're going through a spiritual awakening. Also, if you're not interested in watching TV anymore, you don't care about anything that is not going to raise your level of awareness. You're not interested in watching the news. You're not interested in watching just, movies, just anything that is not going to help you to evolve. You have no interest in it. You just want to either isolate, be by yourself so you can be with your thoughts, or you want to just keep learning more about who you are, about really getting to the truth of knowing thyself. Also, if you find yourself having like vivid dreams, if you're, just waking up the next day, remembering all of your dreams with clarity, that's another sign that your soul is evolving. Because with spiritual awakening, you're awakening to the perfection of life. You're awakening to the truth of knowing that you're not separate from God, you're not separate from anyone, you're not separate from anything. You're all one. We're all one, vibrating on different frequency. So a lot of the times people face spiritual awakening. The most common spiritual awakening is the dark night of the soul, where you feel frightened and you're just not sure why you're seeing all these angel numbers: 333, 444, 111, 555. 1222, 1010. I see them all day, every day. Still do. And you're not sure why you're feeling the way you're feeling. You're not sure why you want to be left alone. You're not sure why you just don't want to be bothered. You don't want to talk to anyone, and even if you do want to talk to someone, you want that person to be, you want to talk to someone who understands what you're going through, who have already been there, experienced what you experienced, so they can, so you can relate to them. You have no interest in anything, like I said, that is not going to serve your soul. Spiritual awakening is about waking up and evolving, and because our souls didn't come here to be restricted. Our souls didn't come here to to just do nothing with ourselves. We came here to evolve. We came here to spread our wings. We came here to grow. We came here to walk in purpose and live our truth. And the truth is, love is the only thing that exists. Everything else is an illusion. So you're waking up to the world and recognizing that all these years you've been living in an illusion, and that can send you down a road of making you feel like you're depressed. And that happened to me as well, where I felt like, oh my gosh, I feel so depressed. I don't know what's going on. At the same time, you feel a sense of joy because you're starting to feel that oneness with your inner being, with God, with your higher self, with whatever names that you're comfortable with. You're starting to feel that oneness with your soul, and you're starting to connect the dots and realizing that, you are in control of your life, and you can choose to, think a certain thought, or you can choose to, go down a certain road. And especially if you go around certain types of friends and the conversation is just not the same. You no longer have interest in talking about the same frivolous, you're not into frivolous chit chat. You want to talk about important things like source and spirit and mindset and the universe and angel numbers. You're no longer interested in what's going on in the news and what someone did at the club last night. You have absolutely no interest to even go to the club. So if you're noticing any type of the signs that I went through, just self-isolation, just don't want to be around the same company, want to change the food you eat. When I was going through my spiritual awakening, I became a vegan. I didn't want to eat I didn't want to eat meat anymore, because I realized and recognized that we're all one, and I was developing a tremendous amount of respect for all life, whether that's plant life, human life, animal life. I had no interest in eating any sort of meat at all. And I changed the way I was eating. I cut out meat because I also understood as well that food is vibration. What you put in your body is going to determine your level of vibration, the level of frequency, because we're all energy. Everything is energy. So I stayed away from that. I didn't want the pain of, those animals inside of my body. So I changed the way I was eating. So if you notice that your appetite is changing and you're moving towards more fruits and vegetables, then that's a sure sign that you are awakening. Awakening can be very scary, and it can also be beautiful at the same time, if you know what I mean. Scared that, oh my gosh, I'm letting go of the person that I thought I was, to walking into the divine light that you are. But as you let go and you be gentle with yourself, and you understand that you're evolving, and you go within and you seek the answers from within, it gets easier. I think there are different levels of awakening. I think there are different stages. I think I am still awakening. I started waking up. I woke up. I don't like to say I woke up, because I think I'm still waking up. I first started waking up a couple of years ago. I think when I made that video, it was 2018. I think it was about 2017, 18. I'll attach the link. That's when it was during that time. And I was a bit scared, but at the same time, it was beautiful. It's a transformation. I felt transformed at each stage. Like I was said, I think spiritual awakening it happens in stages. As you let go and allow the universe, allow God to, as you become more aligned with your inner being and you let go, it gets lighter. And then I believe that, you move up, your consciousness expands. Right, that's the word I'm looking for. Your consciousness expands, and you're able to, and then more truth will be provided to you. More truth. You'll see the truth of more. Because I guess what I'm trying to say is, with me, the more I asked questions from within, the more I was given the answers, and the more my eyes were open to things that I wasn't aware of. So as you become awakened and you allow yourself to, to go through that process of awakening, your body is your as you give yourself that chance to wake up, and you start asking more questions, and you start to connect more with your inner self, and you start to cut out the things that are not serving you, then another door opens, another door to your consciousness open, and you're able to even receive more information. You're able to even feel more enlightened. That's the word I was looking for. You feel even more enlightened with who you really are, because who we really are is not what we think we are. We think that we're this body, and we think that our soul is living in our body. We think that we're this skin and flesh, and we're so much more than that. We're a spiritual being having a human experience. We're spiritual beings having a human experience. We are expression of the divine. So we have the power of God within us to create whatever we want to create. And waking up to that knowledge, it can be a bit scary. But like I said again, as you progress through your awakening, it gets easier and easier. So be kind to yourself. You're waking up from years and years of lies, of beliefs that you once believed to be your reality. You're waking up from an illusion. This world is one big illusion that was created in order to keep us imprisoned. So when you wake up from that prison into your light, into your, when you're expanded into the divine being that you are, you're able to see things for what it really is. So be kind to yourself. If you feel sad, allow yourself to feel sad. Allow yourself to feel depressed. Don't try to keep it in. Let it out. Process it and let it out, and just keep searching, keep asking questions, get yourself in the right circles. There's plenty of YouTube channels, YouTube videos on YouTube that can help you through your awakening journey, like mine, and plenty other channels as well. You can listen to podcasts, you can read books, you can meditate. Meditation is a good tool to use to get the answers that you're seeking. So just understand that as this pandemic that we're experiencing right now, a lot of people are forced to go within. A lot of people are asking questions like, why is this happening? Why did this have to happen to me? And it's creating suffering, and suffering leads to awakening. Suffering leads to, just people, us, humanity, asking ourselves, why am I here? What is my purpose? Life cannot be just this. I gave 20 years to this job and they just fired me. So what am I going to do with myself? And it forces you to go within. It forces you to ask the tough questions. And when you ask the tough questions, that's when you get the answers. So just understand that, if you are awakening, it is a beautiful thing to awaken, because once you're awakened, you can never go back to sleep. You become this light being, you become this lighthouse, this light worker who, is growing and evolving and can help other souls to wake up as well. Okay, so I hope this video was helpful. I felt called to talk about it. I feel like I didn't go through all the details, all the stages, but I'm going to keep making videos because I feel really called to talk about awakening. So I'm going to be making more awakening videos, but I hope that I was able to provide some value in this video. I just know that a lot of people are waking up. There's a global awakening, and it's important for us to be here for each other. We're all one. We're all one. We're just thinking different thoughts. We're all one. We live in an illusion of a world that tries to separate us, but we're all one, and love is the only thing that's real. Alrighty, so I love you all, and I will see you on the next video. Bye-bye for now.